How's it going, gamers? Another day, another video. In this one, we're talking about a severe issue that is hitting a lot of people in the Warzone community. I hardly see any videos about this. I've not seen any on YouTube. I've not seen any top streamers. You know, people are up there with COD actually discussing this. And I suspect the reason is because everybody's going buying this digitally. You know, when it comes to top players out there, nobody wants to go down to GameStop and buy the disc version. I guess if you're right up there in the streaming world, or YouTube's world. So a lot of these people, they've gone out and they bought either Cold War or Modern Warfare or both on disc, and every time they got to play Warzone, they hit with a 28 gig update. Every time, all day, every day. 28 gigs is quite a bit. It can take you a while to download 28 gigs worth of data, but having to do it every time you want to jump on with your squad, any time you want to play a flipping Warzone or anything with your boys, or do some solo runs, you stream or whatever, this is a nightmare. This is pretty unacceptable, and it's not the first time we've gone through this. I've made videos in the past where a lot of us have been stuck in a constant loop with Warzone updates, and it's like these people at Activision just don't learn at all. So there's two things you can do. Especially the second one is for people who own Warzone and Modern Warfare. But if you own like Cold War on disc, this is your only solution to this. You delete everything. You take the disc out of your computer, whether it's Cold War or Modern Warfare, and then you delete the apps. You delete Warzone, you delete everything, and then you end up going to where your storage is. You got your data storage, and you upload any of the small little packs that you've got for Cold War or Modern Warfare, and you upload them to the PlayStation Plus cloud. That what you're uploading there is just basically your settings, your control settings, your sensitivity, everything you've adjusted in options. You've changed your minimap from a circle to a square. All that'll be saved there. When it comes to your ranks, your statistics, your KD, your win-loss, all that is saved Activision side, so you're not losing any of that. Then you want to download Warzone from the store, not from your game app, nothing like that, from either PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, or your PC store, whatever. Download it for that, and then you will not be suffering from this 28 gig update. Your alternative, if you do own Modern Warfare on disc, is to download Campaign Pack 2 and 3. You don't need to download Campaign Pack 1, but you just download 2 and 3, and for some miraculous reason, if you do end up with an update, it's a tiny, minute one that'll be on for a few minutes, and then you're in the Warzone. The issue I believe people are having is the data that's stored on your computer is having an issue with the data stored on your disc. And you need to keep downloading a patch or an update to resolve this issue. I'm not tech savvy or anything like that, so this is just the way I've seen things happening. But at the end of the day, I've got a few people who have followed these steps. One guy just nuked everything and ended up re-downloading Warzone, no problems whatsoever, because he's done it digitally. He's not done it through his game disc menus or anything like that. And another lad, he was saying, you end up just downloading Data Pack 2 and 3, I can't remember his name, but you were going on, you download Data Pack 2 and 3. One of my mates tried it out, and lo and behold, he doesn't even get any update at all. None of these 28 gig, updates or anything like that. So that's your only option. Now, it's pretty hilarious that our only way of being able to avoid downloading a 28 gig update is by not playing Cold War, not playing Modern Warfare, because Activision are going to see a dip in traffic if we keep doing this every time they screw up with these updates. Anytime we're stuck in a loop or anything like that, they're going to start seeing their audience dip, and then they're going to start listening to the people on social media screaming out for help, or the people in the forums going ballistic because they're stuck in this loop with updates and downloads and yada yada yada. And eventually, hopefully, someone at Activision will be like, right, who's effing with the money here? Our what do you call them now? Our COG coins, our in-game currency isn't being bought up fast enough. We're not selling anywhere near as many battle passes. People aren't buying our garbage cosmetic packs anymore. Who's effing with the money? What's going on? Yeah, there's people in the forum screaming that they can't get into the game because they've got to download a 28 gig update every freaking time. And they're abandoning shit. Our game's huge as it is. You know, it's not like it's an 8 gig download. It's a freaking 80 gig download just for Warzone on its own. Never mind all the multiplayers and everything else. They're all deleting it and they're going downloading and playing something else that isn't making them frustrated and flip out. Yeah, maybe eventually someone with half a brain, yeah, in Activision, will see money dropping, shareholders getting angry and things like that. And then maybe, you know, examples have been made. If it were me, man, and I had some idiot who were getting permission from Sony to release these updates onto the console, and then the player base is going through something like that, I'd fire them faster than a bad habit. I'd have them out of there, me gone. Yeah, you've done it once, you've done it twice, third time. I mean, how many times has this been? I've made quite a few videos about being stuck in loopholes with updates from Modern Warfare and Warzone, so it's not the first, second, it's not even going to be the last, in my opinion. They'll keep doing it. They don't really care, I don't think. Looking at the way they're unbalancing the entire scale of Warzone, I wouldn't be surprised because, look, this issue I have is Warzone was starting to balance out. We were seeing things viable like we hadn't before. The QBZ, yeah, the Growls come back. People are back on the M4A1, you know, at a certain point. The FAL, I've been going mental with the FAL and having a laugh with that. The Air Max, I'm seeing a lot of people using the Air Max, and I never used to see people using it when I was using it. You know, it weren't like I was dropping people and I'd see them using the Air Max until quite recently. I've got a Warzone win there. We ended up, no, it's a little clip of the sniper team turning breaches, and one of them's got an Air Max. That was the first time in a while I'd seen anyone in an opposite team using one. We're getting a lot of viable assault rifles and, you know, this, that and the other out there, and then suddenly they released the FFAR, which just absolutely demolishes any SMG in its class. You know, any SMG out there versus an FFAR at close range hasn't got a chance, which is, you know, pretty stupid, really, especially when you've got, you know, heavy punching SMGs like the AK 74U. So it's just ludicrous how they've thrown the entire scale of Warzone out of balance. And then it's when it's down to your long range, you've got a 3-burst freaking tac rifle using 9 mils, and it's absolutely shredding people at range. There's a lot of these weapons that are slightly broken. Look at the FR556. Slip that into single fire and it's a freaking monster. It's no range. Yeah, there's no damage fallout for its range whatsoever. So if you're hitting somebody and that bullet's causing 60 damage, it's causing 60 damage no matter where they are on the map. Yeah, there's no fallout damage for the FR556. So there are still things out there that are broke that they should be working on. And instead, these idiots are bringing more problems to the table. It looks like they're doing it through sheer greed, but it's going to start biting them in the ass. Yeah, people are going to start cottoning on that these ultra blueprints, there's nothing ultra about them whatsoever. When you start looking at the attachments on them, they're freaking garbage. Ended up going getting Mortal Anguish, yeah, the sniper rifle. Oh my god, who the freaking hell put the attachments together on that? I have no idea. I think it was like, you know, a bingo thing where they have all these attachments written on balls. Yeah, and they just threw them in a fucking bingo wheel and started pulling them out one at a time. Right, we're going to stick this on it, yeah? We're going to stick this SWAT laser on it. We're going to stick an SAS fucking stock on it, yeah? We're not going to change the scope options or anything like that. It's just going to be the first scope you get's a sniper scope glinted to death. And it's going to look like a fucking candy stick, yeah? It's going to look like a candy cane. And people are going to love it. $16.99. I ended up buying that thing like an idiot. Tried it out a little bit and I'm like, this is garbage, man. I need to start making my own version. You know, ultra blueprint my ass. Doesn't even smack legendary, never mind ultra. So yeah, they're already screwing up with Warzone, which is absolutely a shame because Warzone is a really great game. It's a good idea, and now they're executing it poorly. We have a lot of potential for this, not just now, but also in the future. Apparently, it's going to be switching to a 1980s Cold War look, and then God knows what we've got for Verdansk or Warzone itself in the future when Modern Warfare 2 comes out 2022. Yeah, so you know, they could reskin the dance back to the way it were, or, you know, there's all sorts of potential they can do. And they've proven this with, like, the amazing events that they pulled off with the, you know, Halloween event and things like that. Easter was pretty fun, actually, you know. But then there's other things you look at and you think, these guys have got no fucking idea what they're doing. Like, I'm sick to death now. I mean, it was brilliant at first, yeah. It was a great idea at first. Maybe once or twice, but effing hell. Nearly every couple of matches now, you jump in a game and it's Tomahawk cruise missiles flying through the effing sky. You can't hear freaking shit. Then you start getting industrial deafness, yeah, and you talking to a lawyer about possibly suing Activision because for some strange reason some idiot at flipping one of the studios thought it'd be a great idea to have some Rusky jumping on the flipping main comms everywhere, screaming about level alerts and contamination and staying away from TV station or goddamn Superstore, and you've got that blaring through your headset while you're in the war zone of all places. Man, these people are idiots. So that's what I think. I think we've got, you know, a mixed bag down at Activision Blizzard with some really good ideas being implemented into Warzone by some, you know, some guys who've got their heads screwed on, and then some real stupid crap being added by some interns, you know, some Activision interns or some, you know, why we're listening to them type of people. So hopefully Activision sort the reds out. There's your solutions for this problem with the 28 gig update. That's the video. Thanks for watching, and as always, good gaming out there.